it's Tammy with Entitled ... I again am the owner of this glorious wedding and event planning company. And I wanted to come on today and do segment number 4. So, segment 4 is one of my most controversial segments, to say the least. And I'm going to give the disclaimer first. However, I also want to say with this video, I don't want people to take it wrong by any means necessary. Don't take it personal, you know. It's just kind of a thing we all need to talk. It's the elephant in the room, and it always will be the elephant in the room. Nothing's ever gonna change that. Time is not gonna change that. It's just, it is what it is. I'm sorry. I even hesitated on sort of talking about this because most consultants won't say a word. I also have been one of those consultants that have said nothing about it, and I don't regret not saying anything. I'm a very sensitive person, and so I can imagine how other people can askew or perceive certain information. Okay, so let's go into it. How about that? When we do that. Disclaimer. Again, I want to first say that this platform is for informational purposes. By no way, shape, or form should you take this information as Bible. Take what you like and sift through what does not apply to your situation. However, if you do continue to view this video, look to be enlightened through my expertise and share it in love. And I have to specifically again say, share this in love. This is not coming from an evil place, a spiteful place. This is just coming from a very honest and well-aware place. I want to say that. So, the title of this segment is Hygiene. Why is it the most controversial topic? When pertaining to bridal dress shopping, hygiene has always been a thing that consultants talk about. It is a thing. It happens, and it just shouldn't be taken as the worst thing to possibly talk about, because it's not. It is not. And I like to put this information out here because the more that you're enlightened, the more you become self-aware. That's just it. That's it, and that's all for me. That's the only reason I chose to put it on my platform. I wanted it to come from a genuine, transparent place. And that's it. That's it, and that's all. Okay. So let's get into it. Like I said, I'm in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And DC, Maryland, and Virginia are some of the most high trafficked areas, along with other major cities in general. And to say high traffic, it just means that there are always multiple stops on the way. So let's just say you are looking to go bridal dress shopping on a Saturday in June at 80 degrees outside. In the DMV area, it's gonna be one of those, it's a hot day. That's a hot day already. So anytime you incorporate multiple stops along the way, it's gonna end up producing more heat, more sweat, more body exchanges per se. So if you are going to do the full day of bridal dress shopping at 3 different appointments, and because your parents are in town for a certain amount of time, I like to say, make sure that you equate certain things into your regimen throughout the day. Make sure you bring baby wipes. Make sure you bring maybe a toothbrush or a breath freshener. Make sure you pretty much cover all bases. And then we'll dive into each of these individually. So, on the day, make sure that you do shower and deodorize, especially according to your body temperature and the temperature outside. A lot of women, I know, will probably shower the night before and then get up the next day and hit the hot areas. On a bridal dress shopping day, you cannot do that. You need to make sure that you are fully submerged in some sort of water in the morning. And like I said, throughout the day, make sure you bring baby wipes to hit the hot areas and continue on your merry way. Wearing proper shoe attire. It does matter. It does. Not just for walking purposes, but to also estimate your heel height in the dress that you may potentially wear. So for shoes, honestly, if you're going with a particular type of dress, you can wear sneakers or flats. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you know these are your exercise shoes, please don't wear them to the appointment. Make sure you wear a shoe that is presented as a casual shoe or a sneaker that you don't usually wear on a daily basis. Because feet sweat is a real thing. You will be uncomfortable and you will be hot and you will be ready to go. For most women, I say women or men, if your feet hurt, you're uncomfortable throughout the whole day. That's just point blank in the story. If your feet hurt, everything else hurts too. Believe me, I know. And I say make sure you wear a heel or a shoe appropriate with appropriate heel height too. You don't have to wear those all day. Just putting that out there. You can bring them with you and wear a sneaker. But you do want to make sure that you provide an appropriate heel height just in case you want to see how the dress looks. Otherwise, for a retry, you can definitely bring a heel that you may think is appropriate. Just anything before alterations would be nice for shoes. Flip-flops are also welcome, or some sort of nice sandal. That's also welcomed as well. Wearing undergarments at all times. Not only does this help with the estimation of how the dress will fit, it does provide you with a sense of knowing what your body shape is going to look like in the dress. But also with the sweatage throughout the day, you want to have something that's going to soak in the moisture too. And as nicely as I could possibly say, you have to wear undies. In an earlier video, I said that you need to wear some type of undie. A regular undie, a cheeky undie, a grandma undie, some sort of undie. You need a barrier when trying on a dress. I'm so sorry. And no, the bridal dress store may not provide an undie for you. Be prepared. Be prepared. A thong, anything. Make sure you wear some underwear. You have to. The entire appointment. Out of love. Again, I say this because a lot of women don't know. Imagine you're trying on the dress. You have no underwear on. That person then next is going to also come in and try on the dress. Nobody wants all the things in the dress. So I, as politely and as nicely as possible, say, yes, through your entire appointment, you do have to wear undies. Now, like I said, with a bra, bras are come and go. Sometimes you need them, sometimes you don't. That's not really a big deal. More so the lower region. Make sure you provide that. Do not rely on the bridal dress store or salon to provide that for you. Okay? Remember to freshen your breath in between appointments. Often, like I said, women, brides will have multiple stops along the way. So you want to make sure that with these multiple stops, you are freshening your breath, because you are in, even with COVID as of right now, you still are in close quarters of a person. So just the little breath strips that you could just take and throw away, those are great too. You don't want to come from lunch after eating onions all day and be in numerous people's faces. Because, the kindliness of it is, as a consultant, we're not really going to tell you that your breath stinks, but you know what you ate at lunch. So just be mindful of that when around people that you don't know yet, This one is a really simple one. Wash your hair the day before or close to. Why? Some people say, well, I washed my hair a week ago. It should be fine, right? No, it's not fine. As you are in close quarters with another human being, we smell everything. We smell hair, we smell fingernails, we smell the back of the ears, especially with sweat and we smell it all. So you just want to make sure that you do wash your hair, because it just adds to the rest of the aromas if you don't. And I like to say the day before or close to, because you don't, like I said, you don't want it to be a whole week. And, unless you have like a protective style, braids, I can understand, you got braids or some other form of protective style in your hair, then maybe not, but if it's time to take out and rewash. I would prefer you to have washed your hair than to had to question it and have stink hair. That's the only way I just don't know how else to say it. I'd rather you be safe than sorry, Nail polish. It's optional. Nail polish is optional on fingers and toes. But if you did want to test out a particular polish, then you should probably do that the night before. Polish your nails and toes, or your nails, just to get an idea of what it would look like. Makeup is also optional. But I like to say for your hair and your nails, if you have a particular style that you are going for, especially if you can, try to do your hair and your makeup trial in the same day. Usually this is for retries, not the very first time. Don't stress out about the very first time. Very first time, come as you are. But if you knew that you had found your dress and you for sure want to link into everything, your makeup, your nails, your hair, then by all means do your trial runs before you go back and try on your dress. That way you can see the whole get up put together. If you can't, it's no biggie. At an alterations appointment, you can still try and do your test runs, so you have time. It's It's not something that has to be done, and done. No. You got time. And even if one time you want to come with your hair done as a trial, and the next time you want to come with your makeup done as a trial, you'll be good. But, you know, this is all based on how you are trying to look as close as possible to your wedding day. How you trying to see yourself. Right. So my golden rule for this one, retry on periods help. Don't think that because you've selected your dress or because you have a top dress that you really love that you cannot come back and try it on, because you can't. You can, unless it's one of those trunk show dresses that are only there for a certain amount of time, then you can. But if it is anything else, if it is a sample sale, if it's a regular appointment, if it's, like I said, anything else, you have the option of coming in to retry the dress on again. So don't feel like you have to do everything in one day. Just spread it out and it'll all work out, I promise. All right, till next time.